Yo, what up, YouTube? So on today's video, I wanted to make a quick video just talking about the benefits of journaling. I think that it is honestly one of the best things for improving your mental health and also for just self-improvement in general, because oftentimes we don't realize how unrefined we are in our day-to-day processes until we write things down. When we only have things in our head, but we never put in the conscious level of thought required to transfer those thoughts onto paper, then it's very easy to not see the level of progress that we want to see in terms of in terms of our self-improvement journey, but also in terms of our mental health as well. I believe it was, I don't know which philosopher said it, but they essentially said that the unanalyzed life isn't worth living. The unexamined life isn't worth living. And someone else said that, again, I don't know the names of any of these fucking philosophers and shit, but someone else said that again, I don't know the exact quote either, but the essence of the quote is that we don't grow in an area unless we apply conscious focus to it. We have to record something in order to grow in that area. But anyways, that brings me to the point of this video. My point here is that if you want to improve in terms of your mental health and you feel like there are issues in your life, then one of the best things you can do is write down those issues. When you feel like there is tension building inside of you and something in your life feels off, but you can't quite place your finger on what that might be, then sit down and write. I'm telling you, man, it sounds, a lot of guys think that this is like super, oh, that's not alpha and blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, you gotta stop thinking like that. You need to do what is best for your mental health and what is best for your growth. And when you truly take the time to sit down and examine your own thoughts, that is so beneficial, because oftentimes we don't even realize what things are holding us back, especially as men, because women tend to be much more in tune with their emotions and much more in tune with what is going through their bodies at any point in time. But we as men, we are trained to ignore those things and to just act like we're always okay. But when you have that stress and when you have that pain and when you have that sense of confusion and loss and hurt and anger, sit down for an hour. Force yourself to. It's not going to be easy at first, but force yourself to sit down for an hour and just write. Just write, bro. I'm telling you. And at first, it'll feel silly because as you're writing, the things that you are writing about are going to be things that you feel like you already know about. But the thing is, like, once you reach that 30-minute mark, that 40-minute mark, the things that start to pop up almost out of nowhere, like they just start to come to your awareness out of nowhere. And these are things that you haven't ever thought about. Things that were just hidden deep in your subconscious for possibly months or years that have just been sitting there but never fully addressed because you never took the time to sit down and to let your heart just come out onto the paper. And when you make this conscious effort to consistently check in on yourself and see what is going through your head and what is going through your heart, that allows you to move into closer alignment with your soul, but also to move away from the things that are causing distress in your life and to begin to find solutions to your problems in life. And ultimately, just to build a life that you are more in love with. Because again, like life, there are always 10 billion distractions in this day-to-day life. Like, it is so easy to become distracted between school and between work and the gym and friends and social life and girls and money and figuring out what you want to do with your life. There's so many distractions, so many different distractions. So if you never take the time to check in with yourself, it is going to get pushed to the back of the burner. It is, because it's a very important thing, but it's not very urgent. It's not. So if you never force yourself to sit down and focus on this, then it's never going to get addressed. So I highly encourage you to sit down every week or so, and especially when you are having turmoil within yourself, and just ask the question, how am I feeling? How am I feeling right now? Why do I feel this way? What's right in my life and what is wrong in my life? And how can I improve that? And deeper questions like, what do I want my life to be about? Where is my life going? What is my purpose? Why am I here on this earth? You need to ask yourself these questions on a consistent basis. And as you do that, you will build a better life. You absolutely will. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take consistently asking yourself these things, but it absolutely will make your life better. I promise you. I have been journaling for the past, since I was 13, 14, 15 years old. I'm not sure the exact age, but somewhere around that time. And I still have those journals from all those years back, and I have them saved on Google Drive, and I have those journals at home as well. And it is so insightful when you come back to those journals 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 years later, and you can look at your distilled thoughts just sitting there. It's like you're talking to your younger self and just seeing the exact things that you went through and your exact struggles and what issues you had back then and what habits you had back then. And you can see the most precise version of your past self and see how you've grown and see where you haven't grown. And that is one of the best things for self-improvement and for your mental health. It truly is. It truly is. It it's fun, and it's enlivening just looking back on your younger self and being like, damn, I had all these fucking issues, and I've made it past all these issues, and life is good now. How did I make life good, and how can I make it better moving forward? But anyways, my point in this video is just to say that the unexamined life isn't worth living, and that you need to take time to examine your thoughts and examine your mental health and to examine your habits on a consistent basis and write about all these in your journal. Just spend an hour every week just sitting down and checking on yourself, and that will do wonders for your mental health. I promise you. Anyways, never forget that consistency creates kings, and if you are not consistent in the areas of life that matter the most to you, then you are not going to see results in your life. I love y'all. Peace out. See you in the next video. Oh yeah.